Well, of course, you know, you saw it by now, the Vivica Fox 50 Cent situation. I like to let things blow over a little bit before I go ahead and make my statements. Now, this is a situation that was a misunderstanding by Vivica Fox. Vivica Fox is the new member. She's going to be like Cookie's sister, cousin, or something on the show for Empire for the 3rd season. Now, she was responding to one of the questions on the show, and the guy was bringing up 50 Cent, saying that the reasons the ratings dropped on Empire was because of the heavy influence on gays. 50 Cent never said that comment. Somebody posted that on his Twitter and he had retweeted it. Then he went and saw what it was and he went back and deleted it. But the statement was never made by him. So she already responded to the question by saying the pot shouldn't call the kettle black. Now, for those who didn't know, 50 Cent dated Vivica Fox for about 6-7 months during the height of his career after his first CD drop. Then that was his first high profile relationship. Now, of course, 50 came back in a unique fashion, calling and saying that just because he let her lick his butt doesn't mean that he's gay. And then Soulja Boy called her a bitter old grandma or something, because she said she saw a poster of him and Soulja Boy out, not a poster, but like a magazine cover, and made her raise some questions. But other than that, that's all it is. She made a mistake and just jumped out there to defend the show. So that's all it was. Her defending the show. And it got blown out of proportion by her making a statement like that. So hopefully Vivica doesn't say anything back, because if 50 Cent says anything else, you know it'll be on a song. So that's it with that garbage. I'm out. I don't watch Empire anyway. Strictly power. Okay. Now I think y'all ready for the real shit. Listen, I didn't want to say nothing because I don't want to be the bad guy, the bearer of bad news, but and rag on another African American female, but Vivica Fox is phony, and I have plenty of things to use as my ammunition. I've known Vivica Fox probably longer than anybody on here. Because she was, at that time, she was screwing around. She's been a thought before the word even existed. When I first met her, she was she was trying to get close to Sugar Ray Leonard. And nobody knew who she was. I'm like, who is this girl that's trying to get with Leonard? And it was Vivica Fox. And she ended up dating Jason Terry. I mean, Terrible Terry Norris, not Jason Terry. Terrible Terry Norris. It's like once Ray lost, it was over. And she was phony then. You know, she was, oh yeah, that's what we do, just like a total ratchet chick at an event that she ain't supposed to be at. Then all of a sudden I started seeing her pop up in like these little like magazines and stuff. I'm like, who is this chick? And she started meeting people and networking with people. Then her reputation started to grow. She was trying to be like Halle Berry, which she wasn't. But that's who she tried to, be. I'm like Halle Berry. Everybody says I'm Halle Berry. And then she screwed around with Dennis Rodman when he was playing with the Bulls. When Rodman and the Bulls won the championship, here come this runner, this star, and I see her in Chicago. I'm like, this the same. I know this chick. Oh, that's that thought that was hanging around. Okay, yeah. Now she done jumped in a couple of films, but they threw her a couple of dollars, and she done did a little things to get those dollars. There she is. Then I remember running into her again. She had a big fallout with Jamie Foxx. Her and Jamie Foxx started dating after making this garbage movie, and they had a falling out. And once they fell out, he started dating this other chick that was some C actress who kept doing pilots and soap commercials. Soap programs and stuff like that. So that's about as far as she made it. And then, from there on, she just really was just bouncing around, messing with 3-6 Mafia. She would mess around, sleeping with people in that group. She was just a straight up thought. Then, to get back on the scene, she had an opportunity because Quentin Tarantino liked her, and she reminded him of a Pam Grier. And y'all know how Tarantino loved chocolate, so he wanted a piece of chocolate cake, and he got it. Next thing you know, allegedly that happened, and she's in the movie. She's got her big break. She's back on the red carpet. This star to do anything to be in the game. Anything. Real headstrong, don't want to listen. So that's where she's at. She saw 50 Cent as the rising star. She called him early on his rise up with her thoughtness. And he thought she was something because he was new to the game and realized, oh man, it's just some thought. But he didn't know it at the time. But I'm quite sure when he was doing the song, I got no pickup lines, I stay on the ground. Check it in my car. That was going through his mind. When I first met Vivica, I thought it was something. About a couple of weeks later, I said, nah, it was nothing. He wanted to talk about how bad her boob job was. And he went to clown her and talking about this chick thinking she was better than Halle Berry. She gonna be mad at 50 for a while. They had patched things up on that What You Think About Me song though. When he reached out to her and then she was in the video, everything was smooth. And they was able to have closure until she just made this mistake. And this mistake is going to lead her to an embarrassment. But what she's hoping to get out of it, out of Thoughtsville, who knows what she did to get on the show. But this thought is trying to get her a spinoff show where she can have her own thing and she's going to be like Cookie. Because she's related to Cookie, so they're going to have another Cookie type show jump off. Now, Empire ratings drop, and I don't really care. But if you look at the show, it's designed to drop. A show like that has no real, what is the attraction to the show? Nothing. The theme is too much. There's too much other stuff going on the show that's hurting it. And once that happens, you got a problem. Now, Power and Empire don't even come on at the same time. When Empire's going on, Power they filming. So they can't blame nobody's success or non-success on the other. The thing is, Empire, I could see where the system started to break down just by going on social media, and could tell what direction they were going in, is that they made all these plots for these characters to go in, and then when the characters got to these point plots, they had nowhere else to go. And now people don't care or interested about what's happening with the character right now. Like people who used to love Lucius' character, like, man, Lucius is this, Lucius is that. He's probably at a point now in the character early where you don't care what really happens with his character. Cookie's at the point where she's unpredictable, so people will be interested in watching her. Then you have this guy who comes out the closet as gay, and now that he's gay and he's making songs, and now he's out probably openly gay, it's just probably the theme of it is just turning off a lot of casual people that used to just watch it and be entertained, who didn't want to see that type of activity on television or think it's not good for their children to be watching, so they won't let their children watch it. It's probably too graphic for them on that nature. So now, with that being your theme, what is connecting them to come check out the rest of the seasons? Like, what's going on? Too many guest appearances too. From what I've been hearing, Chris Rock was on there, and that wasn't a big, like, wow, Chris Rock killed it. It was like, man, Chris Rock tried to be a gangster, ex-con. Man, that was ridiculous. You know, you hear all that on social media. So it's negative. It was nothing positive about Chris Rock being on the show except for, hey, Chris Rock was on Empire. Who's going to guest star next week? And then be dead before the show is over. You don't want your show to be compiled in that. The story should be the actual arc of the show. That should be the arc. Based it on the story. Nothing should compromise the story. Now they seem like it's all about guest appearances and singled out performances to try to make the show greater, and normally shows like that fizz out. 3 years, fizz out. So unless they come with something different that's going to be something tangible to the story, then I don't know what they're going to do, but I don't watch it. So that's just me just reading social media and seeing all the stuff that comes by. That's my assumption of what's been going on. And I don't even watch it. So if somebody else comes along with something that's similar and say, yeah, Carcino, I watched the show and you right, then you know they got problems. I'm out.